Hi, I'm Roamy. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Ergobaby Omni 360 to carry a newborn. So here I've got the Ergobaby Omni 360 and the one I'm using is the trunks up print. Now there are two different versions of the Omni 360. One is the standard fabric like this one and the other one is the cool mesh. Now how you use them is exactly the same. The only difference you'll notice between the cool mesh and the one I'm using here is this here. So on the standard fabric one, you've got two buttons to adjust the width on the outside. On the Omni 360 cool mesh, you've got a slider. So with the buttons, we want it set to the wider setting, so out here. So on this one, it's the black one rather than the light grey one. On the cool mesh, you just have the sliders locked into place on the outside. With this piece here, you can see this sort of head support. For a newborn, you're going to want to fold it inside and do it up towards the buttons. I think it comes done up in this way when you buy it new, but if it hasn't been done already, what you're going to do is you look at the front, where you've got the flat piece here, and you're going to fold it over onto the inside, and then just do it up onto the button on the outside, like this. Now what this does is, it basically just makes the space behind baby's neck a little bit smaller, so it's nice and snug when they're newborn. As they get bigger, you'll turn it out to the outside again. So if I just show you now, I've done those up. So that's what it looks like on the outside. And if I turn it to show you the inside, you can see that's folded over and then it's done up onto those buttons there. So you just got that set up with this on the inside. The final adjustment you'll need to do is to do with the setting of the waist on the waistband here. So you've got some Velcro pieces here, and there's various different places you can sit those two Velcro pieces. You want them next to each other in the centre, so it's on the red section, so they're right next to each other rather than any wider, so make sure they're sat there. So now you've done all those adjustments, you know it's ready to carry your newborn. So for carrying a newborn, you want to wear the waistband nice and high. Once baby's bigger, you'll wear it down on your hips or your waist, but while they're little, you want it nice and high. So I'm going to put this around like this, bring that round here and find the clip and clip it together. If you want to, you can move this around towards the front to make it easier to see what you're doing. Then slide this around so it's sat centrally, and you've got tightness on either side. You've got one here and one there, so tighten it up evenly so that the lumbar support on your back, like there, sits centrally. So tighten those up. You want it about as tight as a belt, so snug but not uncomfortably tight. So get that nice and secure on here. Right, you've now got the carrier hanging down. You can now pick up your baby. So you're going to hold your baby with their head on your upper chest, and their legs will generally be tucked up in a sort of tucked up position like this, with their knees at hip width apart and their knees tucked up above their bottom. Their head will be on your chest, and you'll find there will be some fabric between you and baby at the bottom here. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a little bit of fabric between us. Now that's important because you want to have a little bit of fabric between you to shorten the height of the back panel when it comes up over baby. So when we bring this up, we don't want it any higher than the nape of their neck to make sure they've got clear air circulation. So I'm going to hold baby here, slide my hand underneath the base of the carrier and just bring it up. So I'm holding baby with the fabric. Now can you see this is coming to the nape of their neck, so that's a nice height. If it's coming too low, you can just adjust the waistband a little bit lower so there's less fabric between you and baby to make the back panel a little bit longer. So just play about with different heights until you've got it in the right place for your baby. So I'm holding them with the material, one leg on either side. Now I'm going to take one strap and put it over one shoulder, and the other strap and put it over the other, and keep one hand on baby at all times. Right, I'm going to reach around with one hand and take hold of the strap on the opposite side. So reaching around like that. I'm then going to pull the strap straight down to hold baby nice and snug, then bring it across and clip it in over here. And you can use the other hand, the hand that's supporting baby, to hold the clip to make it easy to guide it in. Now the clip has got 3 prongs, so you're going to want to line all 3 of those up like this. And then it will go click once it's in place. Then you want to tighten it up, so bring any slack, so any loose material, any loose webbing around here, and then just pull this straight backwards. So get that side nice and secure, and then we're going to swap hands and do exactly the same with the other. So hold baby with the other hand, reach around, take hold of the strap and bring it straight down, and then bring it around and clip it in like this. And then again, bring any slack in the webbing around here and tighten it up backwards. Now, the most important thing with any baby carrier is you can see baby's face and they've got clear airways. So look down and just check. You can see their face, they can breathe unobstructed. You want to make sure that the top edge of the carrier is no higher than the nape of their neck, so they're supported, but they're not sort of buried down within the carrier. So check that. You also want to check they're held as tightly as holding them in your arm. They should feel nice and snug. If you feel you need to lift them or they feel a little bit loose, just like we did when we were doing these straps up, just bring any slack round like this, so it comes towards the buckle, and then tighten it by pulling backwards. And the same with the other side. So you bring any slack round and tighten it up. The reason for doing that is that means it won't be pulling baby's tummy in towards you, it will be tightening up the straps. So you won't get too much pressure on their tummy, but it will hold them nice and secure. If you want to double check they're held nice and securely, rest your hand on the back of their head and just gently lean forwards, and their body shouldn't pull away from you. So those are the key things. Has baby got clear airways? Are they held securely? Then have a little look at their position. Generally babies will have their little hands up in this position so they can suck on their fists if they want to. If they want to have them out the side, they can, but if you're not sure where to put their hands, if you pop them up like that, then that's a nice sort of bracing position for them. Have a little feel of their position around here. So ideally you want their bottom lower than their knees, with their knees at hip width apart. If they are a little bit straight, so their knees are a bit lower, just take hold of their thighs and give a little tilt. So you're curving their knees up and basically bringing their bottom around so they're in a more seated position. This can make it a bit more comfortable for baby because it takes any pressure off their tummy, particularly if they've just fed. Legs wise, ideally you want them even either side. So if you do find baby's got one leg a lot longer than the other, you can just slide your hands in and just shift them left or right to sit them evenly in there. For you, you want the straps to be sitting comfortably on your shoulders. If you want to, you can bring them a little bit wider, but you want them so they're spreading the weight nicely over your shoulders. That is essentially it for carrying baby in the Ergobaby Omni 360. As I said, as they get bigger, you can then move the waistband down, but where you've got it now means that this is nicely positioned behind the back of their head, so they've still got clear airways. To take them out, we're just going to reverse what we've done. So you're going to put one arm around baby, and it's got a little safety clip on here. So what you're going to do is lift the front bit here. So you see that bit there, you're going to lift that with one hand and then clip with the other. So you're lifting this piece here and then unclipping with that. And then hold baby with the other hand and do exactly the same on the other side. So you're going to lift the middle piece here, like that, and unclip and bring that round. Then you're going to carefully bring these straps off from over your shoulders, hold baby on the inside, and let the carrier go down. You can then take baby out and put them down. You can either leave the carrier around your waist or you can take it off. That's how to use the Ergobaby Omni 360 to carry a newborn.